If you feel like your makeup is good, but it could be better, or if you feel like your makeup not sitting right no more, and especially if makeup is making you look worse, this video is for you. These simple, subtle changes is gonna elevate your makeup and you are gonna be out here looking so much better. Especially with women like you. The makeup mistake that a lot of women make is drawing their eyebrows on like a teepee. And this makeup mistake is aging you. Making the one simple change of drawing your eyebrows up and out instead of up and down, your makeup will look better, more natural, more youthful, and you will look so much more lifted. Girl, you are gonna be obsessed doing your brows like this. I have been loving this combo right here for my brows. When I say it looks so good, this is the Precisely My Brow by Benefit in shade 4.5, and this is the L'Oreal Faux Brow in, I believe, dark brown. This pen has been a game changer for my brows. And bonus tip, do your brows before all of the skin prep and everything so that you can have that traction that you need and deserve. Just brushing the brows upward. I start by making a line underneath the brow, and I do that with these small strokes like this, just lightly filling it in. The trick is when you get to the end, instead of going down, instead of drawing like a triangle, go up and then pull it out. And then we're gonna come back to the pencil. I then go in with the faux brow. This is a pen to give you those super duper hair-like strokes, make your eyebrows look like they've been micro needled. So because I store mine upside down, which you should do with like the pens, I start at the tail and I just make sure to deposit the most color there because it's okay to have like a sharp tail. And then I go through the brow, not pressing hard at all, very light pressure. And then I take this at the front and I do the tiniest whispers, like the absolute tiniest. And then I just make sure that they're even. Fill in any gaps, go back in with the pencil and just make sure everything is symmetrical. And because I'm extra, I am going to go in and carve out my brows. I have been back into doing this as of late and I'm obsessed. Can't remember why I ever stopped. That's the fun thing about makeup. Like, it's a merry-go-round. And yes, I don't do halo brow because it's not enough blending in the world in order to make that look natural and good. So I go in with a flesh tone for the top. And I use the flesh tone at the front of my brow too. And I leave the highlight part for the arch of the brow. Make sure to chop that tail and end the tail in a natural place. Y'all tail be all the way down here, crispy as hell, but baby, a brow don't stop right here, boo. And then just tap that out with your finger, press it in. If you want to avoid creasing underneath the eyes and the smile lines, super prep the skin. And I mean super prep. Not just use a makeup primer. I'm talking about saturate the skin. Make sure the skin is as juicy as possible. I don't know why people treat the under eye area like it's a separate part of the face. When you make sure that the skin is nice and juicy and hydrated, the makeup performs better overall. I'm gonna start with my Keys Soul Care Aura Mist. This spray is so refreshing. It smells so good. Next, I go on with POV because I noticed when I use this, my skin stays plump all day. No makeup creases in any line. And the ingredients in this for it to be like makeup skincare prep is so good. This serum is definitely a favorite. I'm telling you, juicing your skin up like this is gonna make such a huge difference when it comes to the makeup creasing underneath your eye. I always prep my makeup just like I'm doing skincare. Toner, essence, serum, and then moisturizer. This primary moisturizer is by Hourglass. It's the Illusion. And when your skin looks like this, then that is when you go in and you do your under eye priming for makeup. You use your eye cream. You want to use the cream for your under eye skin, and then you use the balm for the makeup. You don't need much of the balm, just a little bit. You don't want your under eye makeup to be locked down. You want to be able to go in and fix things and pat it out and dab it out when and if you see any creasing. This makeup hack is going to have your makeup looking phenomenal because you're going to avoid creasing in the smile line. Take your makeup grippy primer. I'm using the one by Milk. Rub and pat that and press that right along the smile lines. A drugstore version that I love is the NYX Plump Right Back. I'm giving it a minute to sink in, and it has. Now I'm going to take this Rare Beauty eyeshadow primer, and I'm going to use this to lock the smile lines down. Pat it in with a sponge. I know, you look silly, but your makeup don't crease. If you want better makeup, you need better brushes. This BK Beauty Flawless Face Trio, everything you need for a perfect makeup base. Elevate your brushes. Your brushes is what apply the makeup. It all starts with your brushes. The 101 foundation brush applies, smooths, and blends like nobody's business. The A506 Viral Sensation, it literally mimics a fingertip. And all of the girls sculpt and snatch the face with the 109. Perfect for bronzing and contouring. A flawless base starts with the Flawless Face Brush Trio. One of the best concealers for dark circles is the Natasha Denona. I don't know what it is about this one, but it's almost like it has a color corrector built inside. This is shade NY12 in the High Glam Concealer. I'm going to take some of this and just place it in the inner corners because baby, this gives full coverage, and that is what I want because the dark circles are popping. I really don't feel good about my dark circles today, and if you ask me, this is one of the best concealers for dark circles. Going in with the BK Beauty 101, I'm gonna take the Armani Luminous Silk today in shade 10, and this is the old formula. I'm so sick, like that always happens to me. Like as soon as I buy something, the newer version comes out. I swear it happens to me every time. This foundation, game systems, tools, like every time I say, okay, I'm caving in, I'm buying it, I want it too, a new version come out. That's just my look. I saw a lady doing this with her foundation. Oh my God, no. Stamp it. That's going to give you the best placement, the best coverage, like, and you're not tugging on your skin. Before I blend out my under eye, I'm going to set my face with the Tear Mask Fit Makeup Fixer. This brush is literally so soft. It's perfect for the eye area. Look at how it tucks in right here in this corner of my eye and right up underneath the eye. It's literally so soft, perfect for the eye area, and it blends the concealer out perfect, girl. Your makeup is gonna be looking so good. As we age, the jaw shape changes and the skin starts to sag. Contouring the jawline can help camouflage that lower face sag. Not only is your makeup gonna look better, but you're gonna look better. Your face is gonna look sculpted and have more structure, and you're gonna have an overall more youthful appearance. This is the Tarte Contour in shade Bronze. I love using this as my contour because, as the name suggests, it's bronzy. So it teeters that fine line between warm and yet dark enough to be a contour. For my complexion, I absolutely love it. It works so good. The only thing is it dries down pretty fast. You actually got to kind of take your time with this, but it's so pretty. I think it's worth the effort. I'm going to use the Born This Way Too Faced Concealer in the shade Butterscotch to add my highlight. Now I'm going to take the BK Beauty 113 and my Rare Beauty blush in liquid blush in Grateful. I believe this is the shade. And I'm going to put that down before we go and lock all of this down with powder. I love how this just livens up the look. And a little tiny bit on the forehead. When you place the same color throughout the face, it just helps the entire look be more seamless and cohesive. One last tap out underneath the eye to get rid of any creases that may have happened before we go in with powder to set. Going in with the BK Beauty 110 and the Huda Beauty Ube Cake. This right here is not for the weak, okay? This next tip is for my girlies that know what they know about their makeup, okay? And that is to stay on trend. So we're doing a Painted by Esther blush look because that's a way to have your makeup looking better, is to incorporate some of the trends some of the time. Eye watering just a little bit. That Painted by Esther blush look is just everything. Taking the Juvia's Place blush and the BK Beauty 103, and I'm going to stamp this top color onto the cheek. The BK Beauty 112, this brush literally just tucks right up in here, right where you need to make that transition and blend. It sweeps and tucks right up underneath the eye. This blush is the perfect consistency to do this technique. Fades into the blush so effortlessly and creamy and buttery and pretty. And don't get it twisted, this blush is very pigmented and pretty and shows up on the skin on its own. This is literally the perfect combo. This blush trend is so pretty. I'm going to take a moment to line my lips before I set this because you know I love to use a stain. This one is the Huda Beauty in Rich Brown. Oops, I forgot I wanted to do another lip combo, but that's okay because this is another tip to volumize the lip. You want to overline the lips and use a lip plumper to make the lips look juicy and full. Jumping to the eyes, I'm actually going to go in with this MAC Neutrals palette, and I'm going to grab this dark brown right here, and I'm going to use it to line my eyes. And I use this brush to do a really thin liner. When you wear your liner too thick, it closes up your eye. So another trick is to do a really thin liner. Okay, let's lock this down with the tried and true L'Oreal Infallible. Oh my goodness, look at this makeup. Are you not gagged? That spray is tried and true. Now I'm going to take my highlighter palette. You know you can find this on my site. It's still the best on the market for everybody, but especially us chocolate girls. This is the Makeup Forever lip lining pencil in Limitless Brown. Now I'm just going to go in with my L'Oreal Hyaluronic Acid Lip Plumper. This is in the shade 601. I like this one because it also is a stain. This has been my combo for so long, I forgot I wanted to try something else today. I'm going to use this Galactic eyeshadow stick for my inner corner. And girl, this is one of the most important tips. Stop neglecting your lashes. Mascara is cool and all, but an eyelash will take your makeup to the next level. You know, I got all types of eyelashes on my site, girl, so be sure to visit and grab you a pair. I'm gonna pop on Tootie and call it a day. Like, do you see how I just look so seductive and like a diva now? I didn't even use lash glue. Like, look at this. Literally so pretty, next level at this point. And always blend your real lashes with the falsies by like tight lining and using mascara. My nose is contoured for the gods. This brush makes it so easy to snatch your nose in 2.2 seconds. The BK Beauty 205, hunty. I'm over here looking like Michael Jackson after the first surgery. The BK Beauty brushes, hunty. Got the face looking flawless, boo. Hold on. Check me out with the accessories. Oh yeah, girl. Period, poo. Aren't these adorable? I got these off of Amazon. Girl, I'm telling you, accessories is everything. And the small little simple details that you put into your makeup is everything too. I'm telling you, it makes a world of a difference. It's those extra little steps and those swaps that take your makeup from good to great. If you enjoyed today's video, be sure to join my free VIP beauty community. It's all about beauty, makeup, skincare, and fashion. And it is me, KiKi Carr, in your DM spilling all the tea on what's hot, what's not, because it is my job to keep you looking good. So girl, that is exactly what I'm gonna do. In the meantime, click like, click share, click subscribe, and I'll be sure to see you on the next one.